we did an episode on here where we talked about our favorite artists. You know what I'm saying? And why we like we didn't really get into the why we like those artists, but we got our favorite artists for whatever we got our favorite artists for, right?
Yeah.
As a consumer, like, what is it that you appreciate about the artist that you like? Like, are you the person that's like, yo, give me more? Are you the person that's like, give me your best? Are you the person that's like, I want to, surprise me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of consumer are you as a listener?
Me
Let's start off
personally,
with you, Birdman. I'll start off with you.
personally, I like give me your best. I don't need a bunch of albums.
Yeah.
All you need is one classic in this. Lauryn Hill got one album.
Low key, and I was tripping on that shit. Like, it's like every song is a hit. Like, yeah.
One album. Yeah. It's the best. It's like, it's not the best album ever, but it's one of the best albums ever.
It is one of the best albums ever. Yeah.
He ain't got one solo album.
I'm low key trying to accomplish that with this next tape. Like I'm like, if I could make a tape with all hits, like I could really promote that shit and make something out of that. I'm listening though. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's just artists that's putting out music constantly.
Yeah.
And it's all whack. It's trash. Yeah. Like it's gonna get forgotten in 20 years.
Yeah.
Like I think it's better to spend your time like Dr. Dre does and create your masterpiece.
Yeah.
And let that masterpiece speak for your, for your body of work. And I think you get remembered for that. And I don't know, Andre and the Lauryn Hills, even I like Maxwell. He got 3 big albums in my to me personally.
Yeah.
They legends. Like you just need one body. Really, I like Kings of Leon. They ain't got a whole bunch of albums, but Donovan listened to them and he knows it's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah.
So put out your good shit. Don't be putting out all this watered down, I don't know, fake stuff just for the people to ease our minds. I wish Frank
just to please consumers.
Yeah,
just to make people feel like.
I think he a dope writer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's wrote for many people, and he put out a little bit of music. He hasn't had an album since 2016, and I still be bumping it.
Mm-hmm.
So just put out the best. I feel like that's what makes a really good artist. You don't need a large body of work.
Yeah. What's up, Flight?
I mean, I'm gonna just talk hip hop wise, but it's like I mean, it's applicable to any genre. Like I feel like it's all like case to case. Like with it, like Hawk is saying, like I definitely prefer like a nice quality project that I can enjoy and like kind of go back to. I mean, that's where the replay value kind of comes from. Something that you're able to go back to.
Yeah.
But also like when it comes to artists, like I don't just like the top guys. Like I like when it comes to hip hop, like I like my OGs. Like I love my OGs. I still listen to like Ice Cube just dropped a project. I listen to his. Like like Exhibit's gonna drop a project if he hasn't already. I'm gonna listen to it. Mount Westmore, I still listen to it. Yeah. Like if Lil Jon, I was thinking about it, I'm like, damn, like people be hating on the OGs. I was like, if Lil Jon wanted to make a 2024 version of his idea of a crunk juice or whatever, I'm listening to it.
Absolutely.
So it's like I love my OGs. When it comes to like the super classic, and when it comes to the newer people, like what I'm saying, like I'm just looking for something that they can stand out. When it comes, but for real, like I don't really listen to music to say like, oh, I only listen to the best or I only listen to the underground. It's like I really want to listen to who's the best at doing them. Like I think Boosie had an interview and it was about the album that ended up got trashed when he was about to do an album with T.I. And it was like, how do you feel like going up and having an album with somebody who's considered like, was one of the kings of the South, super legend and a lyrical dude? He was like, I don't really look at it like much competition or anything like that. Like I just look at it because I've been making albums with legends. Like he said his first album that he did was with UGK. So it's like I've been making albums with legends, and it's like when it comes to it, I just do Boosie. I'm gonna give him the best version of me. I'm gonna do me, and that's gonna be it. So when anybody get it, like I don't be sending verses back and forth like that. Like I don't be changing verses. Like nah, I'm gonna just do me on the track, and that's gonna be it. So it's like
that's what they want.
I look for my artists just to be the best versions of them, if it makes sense. Like, I want to hear like Kendrick. I ain't expect this to be the most lyrical. I expect it to be the most party or whatever, but I expected whatever he gonna drop, I want it to be the best version of what he got right now. And I think that's what we got. Like that shit fire.
Yeah.
Like
any right now.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I don't know. Like for me,
What you like?
I'm
What you
definitely
like? What you like, D-Lou? What you like?
man. I'm definitely somebody who always take pride in like listening to shit when everybody else not. And so like I remember when I was younger, I just felt like I was the first nigga to discover Young Jeezy. But like, low key, Garrett, low key G brought that shit back from the South. You know what I'm saying? That's when we really started listening to Jeezy, like, you know what I'm saying? Because people blow up where they at first. And Garrett was going back and forth between Bama and here, and he came back with Young Jeezy, and I just thought that nigga was the hardest nigga. And to this day, he's still my favorite rapper. And it's like he about to be in Vegas in a couple weeks. I told Bree like shit, I'll go to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
That'd be lit, bro.
I just I feel like I could appreciate music more. I didn't really get into like listening to music when it first came out until like recently. Like, you know what I'm saying? With all of my homies doing music and like, everybody shit being on streaming platforms and shit like that. Like, I definitely like to go and check shit out when people put their work out because I know how much it mean to people. One, and then two, you know what I'm saying? I'm a genuinely give it an ear. I'm not gonna just put it on and just bob my head to it and then be done with it. It's like, all right, shit, let me fuck with it. Like, I remember I got put in the position one time with my homie. I went to his show, and when I got there, it was Nandez. When I got there, he asked me to be his hype man. And like bro, half of my hair was braided and the other half was an afro and shit, like whatever, like
perfect for the show.
Yeah, he was like, man, I wouldn't dress for the show, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I looked like a straight bum nigga, but I didn't care, you know what I'm saying? Because he asked me to do it. He let me like acapella some shit too. He was like, "Won't you acapella some shit, get him started?" And then like, but I was just glad I listened to his music because I knew his songs. You know what I'm saying? So it was like perfect time is an opportunity. But for me, I like to really hear where the artist is coming from. There's not one song that I listen to where I don't listen to the lyrics. Like,
I have to listen to the lyrics.
Yeah, like I be hella conflicted when I hear a song with a hard ass beat, but like trash ass lyrics. It like I do not know how to just enjoy the beat. Like I can't do it. I do when I'm working out and shit, but like sometimes it just sound like noise, bro. And like I would rather listen to jazz music with no fucking words than to hear a hard ass beat and the nigga get on there like, yeah, wow, yeah.
Like, when it comes to my young boy music, man, I just be just trying to understand it, like my young guys, because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just before we started this, we was just talking to Bo. That's my little dude. Like, Adrian, I was talking to him the other day on Instagram. So it's like, I'm super connected with my nephews, my son. I'm trying to, like, I ain't trying to like their music. I'm just trying to understand it. So it's like, I always look like it's just, all right, they ain't made that one for me. I don't say they trash. I'm like, they ain't made that one that I'm like, oh, that's cool.
So my only problem with, I don't know, it's no problem.
Yeah.
What I do appreciate about, like, we was born in the 90s. And hip hop was extremely popular in the 90s, 2000. We had 106 in Park, MTV Jams and all that stuff, the videos. Like, they were individuals.
Yeah.
Nelly was Nelly, Young Jock was Young Jock, Jeezy was Jeezy, Ludacris was Ludacris.
And Hov been Hov.
The greatest highlight of that is Def Jam Vendetta. Like, that's the greatest highlight of that era.
Def Jam. You had Wu-Tang. You had everybody.
It was like movie. It was like a movie in music industry. Everybody was different.
Bro,
but the point is,
that was fire.
You can put on, honestly, you could put on like 5 or 10 artists. I couldn't give you one of their names. They all sound the same to me. And I'm like, nobody's original. Like, Future's sound is copied so much. Future is original. That's him. Pluto.
You know what's funny?
Him. Everybody else is like, I feel like somewhat a copycat trying to be like him, the young dude sometimes. And like, it don't be cool when you hear the same shit.
It's funny that you said that. I'm always bringing shit up. But look at this question. Can you see that?
Who is the most influential rapper in Future?
You know what I clicked? I clicked Future. But
it is Future.
But of course, because Kendrick is the hottest right now. Everybody's saying K-Dot. I'm like, bro.
No, it's Future.
I'm like, these niggas ain't listening to music for real. Like, Future low key is like the most. He's the most influential artist in the last 10 years, bro.
He got Playboy Cardi got some songs. He sounds just like Future, and I'm like, listen to him. I'm like, bro.
I feel like at one
point, my young nephews is on. Okay, I see.
I feel like at one point that Kanye West was most influential.
Yeah.
But it's future if you listen to music.
Yeah,
It's
Ye
definitely
was like the blog era. Like when the blog era was going, Ye was big because people trying to make them big songs like Ye. Now it's just like trapped out singing, crooning.
Hawk, man, Hawk definitely shed some light. Like I used to call people trash and shit. And I mean everybody's subject to their own opinion. Like, you know, if I feel like you trash, yeah, I got the right to say that shit. You know, just like if somebody I had one of my big dogs, and I told that story on here before. He told me, he's like, I don't like this shit. Like when I played my music, and I was like, damn, okay. But that shit was funny to me though. It was actually like it felt, believe it or not, that felt like the first compliment I actually got. It was like the first time somebody in my face was like, yo, that shit sucked to me. Like I thought that shit was fucking funny. You know, I was like, I felt like I made it kind of. But Hawk was just kind of like, you know, somebody like it, you know, da. So I started kind of having like a soft approach when it came to like judging music and shit. I'd be like, hey, somebody like this shit. My only thing is this, like with Bo, like, Dad, I want to rap too, right? And it's just like, I ain't about to act like, yo, I'm the hip hop gatekeeper, nigga, and all that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, y'all know I actually sit down and write all my music. I got a whole bag full of lyrics right here. Like,
what about that song I wrote for you? Huh?
Stop that shit. Like, don't even try to, like, Hawk ain't never wrote shit for me. Dog. Listen, you know what I'm saying?
Give credit where credit's
due. What I'm saying? Come on, stop it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never recited a line that a nigga wrote for me ever. And I ain't saying that, like, you know, but I mean, y'all should go listen to my music and y'all be the judge. Point I'm trying to make though is, like, I hate that, like, and I don't hate it, but it's just like, hey, son, like, you such a dope kid that if you actually sat down and wrote about something, or if you actually wrote about, like, you know, your feelings and all that kind of shit, like, you would actually be the one to stand out. Cause he'd be like, hey, Dad, put on a beat. And I put on the beat. And he like, yeah. Oh, chilling in the park. Yeah. Riding around down on my bike. Getting in the dark. Yeah. And it's just like, I know why he's spitting like that. Cause that's what they hearing. They just kind of like, oh, this shit easy. Like, I could do that shit. Give me a beat.